We are live.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We are day 64 of 365 days of guitar practice. If you're brand new, I'm Jay Wells. Thanks for clicking on the video. Old dude getting back into music and learning how to play guitar after 22 years. For all of you returning subscribers, thank you so much. And I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. And it is Shredding Sundays. And we are going to do a little bit of jamming. We're going to come back to some old school comments here in a bit. And all of you returning folks, you know how it goes. Your OG subscribers, we're going to do a little jam. Of course, morning session, popping some cool stuff. So we're going to jump right into that. However, I have a bit of an announcement for all of you cats who I was talking to about amps last night. The Peavey's alive. However, I'm not going to use it for the intro and for the jamming because I don't know how long it's going to last, but it's alive. So, this morning's practice, you know, revamp that, all of you following along, revamp the morning practice. I got 15 minutes of rudimentary drills, 30 minutes of masters of puppetry, which is kicking my ass, no joke. And then, of course, I go into chord work, and of course, about 99% of the time, I get about halfway through some chord work, and something sounds cool, and then I disappear off into the ethereum. Well, this is what popped out this morning. So, let's take this little trip for a run. It's going to be a little bumpy, just because I'm still working out the kinks. You know what, gotta make sure the old, hold on. I think my camera's probably pointed down a little bit, but it's fine. We're going to work it out. But yeah, check this out. So, you know, fiddling around with some chords this morning, and we're going to go without backing tracks first, because I do have this on, which we're going to do in a bit. But whenever I'm working out the kinks of something, kind of like just play without it, just kind of, because it confuses me, this old man's brain. So yeah, welcome to the channel, and let me show you what kind of popped out this morning during this morning's practice. You know what? I might as well go here, why not? And I'll shut it off if it confuses me. Oh, we need more sound. There we go. do some solo stuff this morning, but I was going to save it for today. All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. So that's the Orange Crush. Lovely little new amp I have. All right. The Peavey. Oh, let's get you fired up, girl. Let's fiddle around. You got to hear the Peavey. It sounded so good last night, although I haven't played this through that. So we'll see what this sounds like. Oh, man, I hope it works. Oh, I hear. Oh, yeah, she's alive. She's alive. I'm excited as shit. We're going to talk about amps here in a bit. Oh, she's alive. Fuck yeah. Because I was going to pull this out to put new tubes in it. Because this is going to be a little bit before I get a new amp. And this amp sounded really, really good. I got it used off Craigslist, right? And the dude who I bought it from, quick little backstory. The dude who I bought it from, real nice guy, and I believe him. I mean, I don't think it's all fucked up. And it's in really good shape. He said that he never turned, only a handful of times he put it on the 100 watt setting. And he always used on the 0.5, or like the lowest setting. And he had it for like 10 years. And so he said that it was just too much for his house. He got a kid, blah, 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 right? So my theory is this. The first time I cranked to the 100 watt setting a few weeks ago, that's when I had that video, I was all disappointed and shit that I broke it. It started acting weird. So I was like, fuck, probably got to put some new tubes in and get it overhauled, right? So I just kind of left it there, didn't do anything with it. I was like, last night, you know what, I got to redo this shit anyway. So I pulled it out, and I was like, just for shits, I'll plug it in. It worked, and it worked really well. So, God, I hope it works this morning, or today. Fuck yeah. All right, round 2 of same intro. And then we're going to get into the comments and talk about some amps. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, it still works. I'm super excited because, this thing sounds good. At least I think it sounds good. Excited when shit works, doesn't break. All right, welcome back to the channel, part 2. All right, so we're gonna go through some comments real quick. It's working. Fuck, I'm so excited. I'm so excited that thing's working because it just means that I got a nice 100 watt tube amp until I get my new one. So, all right, real quick, and for all those you cats are still watching, you brand new folks. I used to go through my comments. If you left a comment, I used to go through it and put it on the video, and then some weird fuckers got in there and started blowing up my shit. So I just started doing it just by hand, right? However, some of the long ones last night, and again, thank you for all, we're going to get into it right now. for chatting about amps. Let's talk about that for a little bit. I need something to sit on. This will be fun. All right, so I think I'm still in frame. Okie dokie. We're going to put you on standby, young lady. Hot damn. Actually, old lady. All right, so let's hit. There's a couple of nice long comments. Oh, well, you know what? We'll hit them all. At Kennedy Ivy, very nice playing. Keep it up. When you're commenting on day 63. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. That's awesome. And welcome. We'll put a little heart on that right there. Sweet. All right, cool. At DK Vegas Gaming. I'm not brand new to guitar, but I'm definitely still in the beginner phase. I subscribed and look forward to watching your journey into guitar playing as I make my journey as well. Oh, welcome, brother. Which one are you talking about? 61. Perfect. I'm a little over caffeinated today, by the way, because it's Sunday, and I will respond more on that comment here in a bit. All right, so let's, who we're talking about. Oh, at Jim's Corner. Oh, hell, oh, this is a long one. I didn't see this one. Hold on, we're going to talk about some amps right now. At Jim's Corner. First of all, I've been watching this journey for a while. I think I'm subscriber number 304. Oh, hell yeah! Rock on, brother. You have made me grab my guitar and get back into practice. But as for your question about the Mesa Boogie, yeah, here we go. Talk about amps. Because I looked these amps up. Shit. Double shit. They're like my $1,000 budget. Ooh, they're expensive. I had no idea. All right, as far as your question about the Mesa Boogie, I had a dual rectifier back in the 90s, and it was a beast. I can't speak to the newer stuff, but those amps from the 90s were massive in tone. Yeah, I was, okay, quick pause. Been listening to the Master of Puppets album today. I have not listened to that album in probably 20 years, like start to finish. And if you guys haven't either, man, I forgot how chuggy, just chugga that whole album is. My God. Had that thing on repeat while I was working out in the shop today. Absolutely awesome. I can't speak. All right. If it were me and the funding was available, I would probably lean towards the Mesa Boogie JP2C. I actually didn't look that up. I just looked up the dual rectifier and then the other 1x12 combo, which we'll get in here. And yeah, the Mesa Boogie Mark V 1x12, that sick nardy. Hey, welcome back, brother. At 9457. Yeah. Woo! It's like $2,500 amp. But you know what? You only live once, damn it. If it were me and the funding was available, I'd probably lean toward, okay, all right, cool. I can do the Metallica sound and certainly clean up as well. Oh, nice. It can do that. Just my 2 cents. Keep it up. Your videos have become the soundtrack to my breakfast and coffee each day. Oh, man. I don't know, what do they do these days? Like this little thing? Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Thanks for the inspiration. That's awesome. And you too. This is very inspiring for me too. Nick, actually, you would love the Mesa Boogie Mark V 1x12 combo 35 1 amp. I've been having a blast playing it. Do recommend. Dual rectifier seems fun too. Haven't played the EVH. Totally biased, so my opinion is whatever. Haha. Yeah. So I played through the EVH. However, now hearing what the Mesa Boogie sounds like, I'm like, ooh, I like that tone. And I know I'm gonna get flamed a little bit from the hardcore EVH fans. That Boss Katana has a brown setting. Once I'm able to get, my chops up a little bit, that has a good tone to it. So I am really leaning towards this Mesa Boogie brand. It's an expensive brand of equipment. There's just nothing about it. At Jared Alfred, sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Yeah, I responded to this last night, but let's see. But I wanted to chat about it today just because it's Sunday and why not? Depends on the Mesa Boogie amp, like the dual rectifier or the Mark IIc. Both are legendary amps, and Metallica famously plays the Mark IIc, which the exact model isn't produced anymore. But Mesa Boogie did release a reproduction recently. I saw that. Fuck, it's like a $30, almost $4,000. Just the head. And I'm like, man, once I get into a band, start a band, whatever, that down the road, that's going to be another one of my bucket list items to check off for sure. But I have played through the Mark V, and I thought it was a really great amp. I almost bought one too. The Mark series has a lot of controls to dial in tone. Mesa Boogie amps are pretty expensive. Yes, they are. I haven't played the EVH Iconic, but I did own the EVH Stealth 50 watt, and that's a killer amp. I did look that up. That's still well over $1,000. But like I said, I can finagle it a little bit if I need to. I recommend seeing if you can play through one at Guitar Center or something. They tend to have them available, and you can probably find one used for $1,000. I think you'd like the Stealth a lot. Awesome. Yeah, so I hopped on Craigslist. Let's see if there's any more amp-related comments. And thank you all for weighing in on everything. I appreciate you all greatly for that. All right, let's close this out. Rock and roll. So yeah, so the Peavey, I mean, who knew, right? And we're gonna keep playing with this girl tonight. Absolutely. Yeah, so the Mesa Boogie, that's gonna be like another rabbit hole basically, and that's gonna be pretty cool to go down. I was on Craigslist earlier today, looking around. There's some used stuff. I definitely know it'll be a tube variation or like a tube amp, just so it can replace parts. I don't know, and again, I'm not a guitar tech or anything like that. So ultimately, when it comes to, I'm sure you could probably fix solid state amps, but I like the sound of the tube amps. I've never had them before. It's my first time having tube amps, period. And I absolutely love the sound. So let's keep playing around with the Peavey here. I'm just gonna move this a little bit so I can fiddle with control. So that intro that or my little jam session I was fiddling with, you know what? Let's do the whole thing over again with the Tele. Let's have some fun with that. I think she's tuned up. I have the bass cranked, max on the gain channel. Trebles at like 80%. Mids are at 1. Like they're nearly at 0. Boost and gain up. The gain is all the way on the number 8 out of 10. Everyone knows that I am a gain nut. I like that a lot. And hell yeah, let's keep jamming for the remainder of the time. It's day 64, 365. I say Tele's got to come out because she's like, well, I want to play with the new toy too. Because it's just hella fun. And just a little friendly reminder for all of you folks out there who I am inspiring. You are also, just a friendly reminder, you are inspiring me as well. This has been a blast. It's a fun little passion project of mine. Just a word of the future. I am in the rabbit hole, because this isn't the only kind of video I want to make I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel. I thought it was cool back in the early 2000s. That was the coolest thing ever. Lots of stuff going on back then in life. Lots of things are not going on in this part of my life. And so now that I got a channel, and you wonderful guitar-loving souls are following along, I've always wanted to have a channel dedicated to music, art. You know, some of you probably noticed I have like a camera and some sketch stuff back there. I'm back into sketching with nib pens, which is I'm actually pretty decent at sketching and illustration, by the way. Not to like pat my own self on the back on one skill that I have. And so there's going to be videos coming out in the future about guitar stuff, not reviews. Unless I get sponsored, that'd be fucking awesome. But not in a way like it's cheesy. Like, and I'm going to punish the shit out of stuff and all the stuff that this is all stuff that I own. You know, I don't need anyone to, it'd be nice, but I don't need anyone to pay for my gear. I just do it for the passion of the playing, and it's just awesome. And music is good for the soul. So, you know, watch out for future videos of music-related content, history stuff. I used to be an avid fan of how shit was made. Like, and I'm sure there's videos out there, but who cares? You know, you can do your own thing. And if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, you've ever wanted to do that, do it. It's fun as shit. Doesn't have to be, and I can't edit yet. Do it. I'm telling you, there's over 500, I think there's 579 of you that are subscribed. I bet at least 10% of you at some point want to start your own YouTube channel. Do it. It's fun. It's super fun. So anyhow, I hope that cat's still watching, because you are getting a t-shirt made in your honor. All right, so let's see what the Tele sounds like through the now revived Peavey Random. Seriously, that's what you sound like? All right. Yep, we're gonna morph off. I'll come back in a bit. Oh, missed it. Let's change up a little bit. clean channel and calm it down just a little bit. Sounds really good on clean channel too. You know what? Let me check the old camera. It's Sunday. We're just having fun. Heck yeah, we're still cruising. Oh, tomorrow's Memorial Day, and of course, I was gonna do it today, but it's gonna take me a little bit of practice. Oh, I forgot the next part. Shit. Nope. Still working that out, but maybe tomorrow that'll be the intro, just for a little, American. America. All right. Oh shit, I never even adjusted any of the settings for the clean channel. Fuck. Alright, let's go. There we go. Let's go bass. Mids at 12, treble at like 12. There we go. It was all wacky. Oh, there we go. Eh. Still working that out. Oh, you know what? Let's take a little break. For those of you hardcore that are still hanging out, check this out. The reason I haven't had the acoustic in the rotation, bunch of shit. All right, so now for all of you, before you flame the shit out of me in the comments, this Ibanez is an old acoustic. It's actually, I don't know, a few $100. Never had the strings changed. 25 years old, been hanging in a hot room. I know. But on a wall, but not climate controlled, unfortunately. These little plastic things, these little fuckers right here, apparently get brittle. See the problem? They broke when I was taking them out. So, I am now officially making this the mod guitar. So, I'm going to get these out, trust me. If I can rebuild your house, I can get those fuckers out. I'm going to get those out. And then I'm going to put an electric pickup in this thing. I'm going to put basically I'm going to mod it like one of the guitars where they're doing that stuff, that amazing stuff that Marcin does. And then of course you watch a video with Marcin. And then in the San Francisco Bay Area. He's coming to San Francisco, September, sold out already. It's May. I'm not surprised. Good for him, young lad. That's just awesome. I'm proud of young musicians. I think it's just a beautiful thing. However, he was talking about his guitar one day, and people were asking, hey, how do you get all that stuff? And he's got, it's a live, there's multiple jacks on it. It's got multiple pickups in it. Has a microphone, has actual has drum microphones built into it. And I'm like, oh, I have the perfect guitar for that. Because I really don't care about it. I mean, I care about it, but I don't care about it. I'm never going to resell it. I'm not going to resell any of this stuff ever. I'm going to die with it, quite literally. So I don't care if I mod the shit out of this. So if any of you guys in the OGs that are still watching have ever taken a guitar, an acoustic guitar, and modded the shit out of it and made it into one of those like awesome guitars, throw me some comments and see. I'd be super curious because I mean I'm gonna have to cut a hole. I don't think I can cut a hole in it. I don't know. It's gonna get modded pretty heavy. So yeah, that's the situation with the old Ibanez acoustic. So all right, let's do a little more jamming. You know what? Let's bring it back. Let's go clean channel on. Oh, come on. Ooh, here we go. Let's go clean channel on Terminator. I think the battery. All right, here's a little pro tip. Some of you have probably done this. Let's see if this battery's any good. This is how you check the voltage of the battery. Still got a little bit. If it tickles your tongue pretty hard, solid shape. We're good. So it still tickles it a little bit, so there's some juice left in it. That's how you check those batteries. Or you go to the shop and grab a multimeter, which I'm not going to do. Tongue works just fine. For many things like that. Ha ha, Uncle Ben. I love that dude. He's probably one of the funniest. Yeah, he's got good humor. If you don't know who Uncle Ben is, Ben Eiler, awesome dude. He's funny as hell. Good, amazing guitar coach, by the way, too. Yeah, we're in that tuning, no worries. That out. It is, and I have not practiced at all of that since I had that epiphany that one evening, so got to work on that a little bit. Whew, that's super bassy, but I like it. It's cool. Oh yeah, let's play with that a little bit. I'm gonna kick the old bright on it, see what that sounds like. Let's go. I don't know what's more mid sound like. Let's kick the bass back a little bit. That's fine. Thank you all again if you're still watching for hanging out. I appreciate you greatly because it's a fun time. Go super light pick. on here, so it just sounds cool. Super sweaty. Go down just a little bit on that. It's super bitey. I think we'll end it right there. Rock and roll, everyone. And if you wonderful souls are still hanging out, you're amazing. And we'll see everyone tomorrow for day 65. Peace! See you tomorrow.